Melissa Jefferson wouldn't just shock the world. 10.75 seconds into a brutal minus 1.5 headwind. And she didn't just win the Prefontaine Classic 100 meters, she dominated it. She beat Julien Alfred, the Olympic champion from St. Lucia. She beat Tina Clayton, Marie-Josée Talu, and yes, Sha'ccarri Richardson. Matter of fact, Sha'ccarri came ninth, dead last, 11.19 seconds. Let that sink in. The reigning world champion, the face of American sprinting, the queen of comebacks, finished at the back. This wasn't a stumble. This wasn't a false start. This wasn't weather. This was real. Sha'ccarri got smoked, badly. No excuses, no filters, no spin. And the craziest part, Melissa Jefferson Wooden is the new storm. People counted her out after the 2022 World Championships. They said she was inconsistent. They said she couldn't handle pressure. They said she would fade. But now she's back stronger, faster, and mentally dangerous. She didn't just run a fast time. She beat the Olympic champion in a negative wind. Julien Alfred, the same woman who just tore up the Olympic final in Paris, came second. Even she couldn't believe what Melissa just did. And while Melissa was celebrating a career-defining win, Sha'ccarri quietly walked off. No media speech, no post-race fire, just silence. And that silence says everything. Because deep down, everyone's wondering, is Sha'ccarri Richardson in trouble? The Prefontaine Classic was supposed to be her bounce back, her chance to remind the world why she's that girl. Instead, it exposed a hard truth. Right now, she's not ready. 11.19 seconds is her slowest time since her comeback. In fact, she looked lost from the gun. No drive, no aggression, no signature closing speed. And while everyone else was fighting at the front, she was jogging behind, barely in frame. This isn't the Sha'ccarri we know. So what's going on? Pressure, overtraining, distraction, or could it be her camp? The same training group where Christian Coleman is also underperforming. Could the environment be off? Because it's not just physical. Sprinting is mental. And Sha'ccarri's body language tells a whole story. She's not glowing like she used to. She's not talking like she used to. And the track is showing the truth. Now, this doesn't mean she's done. Let's be clear. Athletes have bad days. Champions fall. But what matters is the response. Melissa Jefferson Wooden just made the biggest statement of her career. She's no longer potential. She's now the threat. She didn't just beat Sha'ccarri, she beat everyone. And Julien Alfred, still elite, still dangerous, still consistent. But Melissa just told the world, don't sleep on me. Meanwhile, Sha'ccarri has to go back to the drawing board, and fast. Because the World Championships in Tokyo are just around the corner. And if this version of Sha'ccarri shows up in Tokyo, she's not even making the final. Melissa is rising. Julien is consistent. Tina Clayton is hungry. Even Talu is still fighting. And now Sha'ccarri is chasing. From first to last. The clock doesn't lie. The track doesn't lie. Sha'ccarri Richardson ran 11.19 and came ninth. The world is watching. What happens next? That's the real story. The dust has barely settled from the 2025 Prefontaine Classic, but the shockwaves are still shaking the sprinting world. Melissa Jefferson Wooden didn't just win. She made history. She ran 10.75 seconds into a strong minus 1.5 headwind. That's not normal. That's elite-level sprinting. That's world leader stuff. And who did she beat? The reigning Olympic champion Julien Alfred, who just claimed gold in Paris with grace and dominance. Julien Alfred, the pride of St. Lucia, the woman many crowned as the next queen of the 100m. And Melissa beat her clean. No stumble, no false start, no interference. Just pure raw American speed. It wasn't even close. And that's the part that stings. Because while Melissa flew, Sha'ccarri Richardson crashed. 11.19. Dead last, ninth place. Let that sit in your chest for a second. The same Sha'ccarri who lit up Budapest in 2023. The same Sha'ccarri who told the world, I'm not back, I'm better. The same Sha'ccarri who rocked orange hair, bold nails, and unmatched swagger, couldn't even break 11 seconds. No wind excuse, no injury claim, no rain. Just reality. And the reality is, something is wrong. This isn't just a bad race. This feels like a breakdown. Her start was flat, her drive phase was shaky, her top-end speed was gone, her finish, non-existent. The Sha'ccarri who once stormed down the track with hurricane energy is now jogging behind women she used to beat by daylight. And let's talk about the silence. No post-race interview, no Instagram live, no clapbacks, no drama. just disappeared. And for someone who has always owned the spotlight, silence is louder than screams. Now fans are split. Some say it's just one race. Others say it's the beginning of the end. But here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Melissa Jefferson Wooden is now the US #1. Point blank, period. She showed up when it mattered. She beat the best. She didn't flinch under pressure. She didn't hide from the spotlight. She delivered. And not just with words, with the clock. 10.75 into a headwind. That's not lucky, that's world title form. Julien Alfred is still world class. No question, she ran well, but Melissa stole the moment. She took control of the race. And now, all eyes are on Tokyo. Because this next championship won't wait for Sha'ccarri to figure things out. The world's fastest women are already shifting into gear. Julien Alfred, Melissa Jefferson Wooden, Shericka Jackson, Dina Asher-Smith, Tina Clayton, Marie-José Talu. And what about Sha'ccarri? Will she even make the US team? Let's not forget, USA trials are brutal. No wildcards, no fan favorites. You place top 3 or you watch from home. And if Sha'ccarri shows up running 11.1, she's not going to Tokyo, no matter how famous she is, no matter how many followers she has. The track is ruthless. Now some are whispering about Christian Coleman. Same training camp, same performance drop. Coleman is no longer the dominant force he once was. And now Sha'ccarri's results are following the same trend. Could the system be flawed? Could the team be overtraining? Could Sha'ccarri be mentally drained from the pressure? The spotlight, the expectations. It's possible, because when your training partners are slipping, sometimes you slip with them. Energy is contagious, good or bad. But excuses won't save her now. This is track and field. You either run or you get run over. Melissa Jefferson Wooden is running. Julien Alfred is running. Even Tina Clayton is closing fast. But Sha'ccarri, right now, she's falling behind, literally and figuratively. And it's not just about medals anymore. It's about relevance. Because in this sport, if nobody waits for you, someone else is. If you blink, someone takes your spot. And right now, Melissa Jefferson Wooden just took hers. She's the new face of US women's sprinting. And she earned it the hard way. No hype, no drama, just work. And it's paying off. So now the question is, what will Sha'ccarri do next? Will she bounce back stronger? Will she face her flaws and fix them? Or will she fade quietly into the shadows of what could have been? We don't know yet. But what we do know is this. Melissa Jefferson Wooden is here. Julien Alfred is still a force. And Sha'ccarri Richardson. She's officially chasing. And the clock is ticking. Tokyo is coming. Let's see who's really built for this.
Okay, I told y'all, Champ Beck, he went to school. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost stepped on my baby. So, watch what he learned at school. Champ, stay. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Champ, come. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, that's a good boy. Champ, stay. Down. Down. Good boy. Stay. I bet we need to sit down. Champ, come. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's my baby boy. Up. Up. There you go.